Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to the channel and another video here. Today we are looking at defending, how to defend on the game, some top defensive tips. It's going to be two parts of this video. This video is going to be dedicated more to out of a game, the menus, things you can do to set yourself up defensively better before you even get into the game. Then I will do a second video in a few days where I actually look at how to defend in terms of gameplay techniques. So subscribe, like this video, support channel if you want to see more content like this. Every day I'm putting out videos like this trying to help you guys improve at the game. So the first place we are going to start when it comes to defending is playstyles. Playstyles are really vital. I'm going to look to upgrade the Saliba with Team of the Season. We're now having lots. The key defensive playstyles that you want from top to bottom. Powerhead is pretty useful, more so for corners. I don't think any of the passing playstyles matter for centre backs. Whip pass is definitely really important. Fullback, I know it's not really defended, but you want your fullbacks to have that because fullback's more rounded. And then I think ping pass is probably the best one for a centre back. Long ball's not bad either, but generally I care more about ping pass. In terms of defending, they're all useful. I'd say slide tackle's the least useful. The most useful by far, in my opinion, is anticipate. Anticipate plus is very good and makes their tackles way, way better. They make some crazy tackles. I would then probably say block is the best. I didn't used to rate as much, but the best centre backs with block, who are big, to just do some stupid stuff. Jockey is very, very good. I think Jockey doesn't feel quite as good as it used to. Jockey's kind of a bit overwhelmed by something like Anticipate, but it's definitely useful. Bruiser can be good, but a lot of the time, since a few patches in it, I don't know if they changed something, but it just seems to bug out a bit, but it's still good. Intercept more of a midfielder one, but of course it's still good. Slide tackle is nice, but generally speaking, you don't really want to risk slides. Rapid, it's about you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24. Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. But when they've got the ball, apparently, so I don't think that really matters. Quick step can be useful. One of the Maldini cards has that. Relentless, useful, but again, not a big deal. Then a big one, aerial. You need at least one good player in the air for corners in terms of scoring them. It's nice to have centre backs with aerial to deal with some of the new players that people use, like Haaland, Drogba, things like that. Play styles will make a big difference. If a centre back doesn't have anticipate, it is going to hurt him massively. That is one of the key ones straight away. Now, the second thing we're going to say for when it comes to actual defending is your custom tactics. And we're going to talk about two areas of this. So the first bit is it's not just the defense, it is a little bit the build up, but because if you go really high on this and forward runs and blah blah, it's going to make you a bit more vulnerable defensively. But the main ones obviously this part. So we have drop back all the way to constant pressure. I generally run balanced or press after possession loss. Balanced, as it says, pretty balanced. It's pretty versatile. I wouldn't run press after possession loss that often at the start of a game, really. I don't think it works that well for the whole game. And constant pressure, whilst it's good, I would never run it more than 20-30 minutes. I only run that late on in a game if I need to. Drop back's way too negative on this game. I don't think it really works, so I wouldn't be using that. That would be my personal advice. Press on heavy touch. Don't think does that much. It's kind of a hybrid of balanced and press after possession loss. You could use that if you want a bit of a mix, but you can't really fully predict when it's going to kick in. So it's a bit hard to defend with it. In terms of width, I never really go too high or low on the game when it comes to that. So that's just something to bear in mind. For me, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I think for me, that's whatever. I don't really care too much when it comes to the width as long as it's around here. Depth, you can, if you want to play more negative and sit back a little bit more, go 40 depth. But I think that does invite a bit too much pressure on at times. I generally start most games at 55 depth. I think that works quite well. It presses a bit, but also doesn't press too much that you kind of caught out. 71 depth is what you go to if you want to switch to a more aggressive or offside pressing one. So bear that in mind. Being willing to switch is definitely pretty important when it comes to it. Third one, formations. having your formation set up right, knowing how to use them, knowing when to switch it around, that's going to make a big difference. For me, I think that formations are really key, and a lot of people don't really use them well enough. They don't know how to use the formations. They don't stick to the formations. Sticking to your formations, knowing when to change in game plans like that is key. A lot of people you can clearly see have one game plan, and a lot of people clearly just don't even know how to use the formations. That's pretty obvious to me. But definitely something to bear in mind. Be careful when it comes to your formations. Don't be an idiot who constantly changes them and doesn't even know how to use them. That's 3. Number 4, impact subs. Now, defensively, I barely have any because I don't really need to. But midfield, I have a few. I have the Bellingham on loan that I can use. I have Socrates for a more aggressive one. Klaus, very versatile, can play across the board anywhere. Most centre backs don't have really high pace, and subs don't get chemistry. So you want a fullback really to sub on at centre back if you ever need to. That would be my personal advice. So for subs, I only really have fullbacks. And then midfielders, I have a loan or something, a really good one that can fit into the team. That would be number 4. Then 5 is kind of just the types of players we need. So for centre backs, the stats you'd look for. You want someone who's at least 6'1", 6'2", I would say. Lengthy, if you're playing new gen, it definitely matters in my opinion. Play styles we already talked about, but attributes, high pace is key in any position on the game, but in particular in centre back. Passing is useful but not essential. Shooting's obviously irrelevant. Decent on the ball, I would definitely say that's something to consider. The defending stats, obviously key. The key defensive stats that matter, in my opinion, are defensive awareness, interceptions, and standing tackle. I don't care that much about the others. Jumping's definitely useful now that the meta's gone a little bit more towards crossing and heading. Good stamina is nice, but again, not essential. High strength aggression, definitely want that. For a fullback, elite pace, good passing, good on the ball. Your fullbacks aren't going to just be defenders. I probably need to upgrade him at some point. I probably could, to be honest. Physical, that's definitely key for fullback. Stamina's important. It's probably the position most in the game, in my opinion, that gets caught out by stamina. So high stamina is key there. Good strength, good aggression. They definitely matter. Defensive awareness, stand tackle, interceptions, again the key. And then the other one, you need midfielders who can defend as well. For a midfielder, the key ones are probably interceptions, stamina, and pace. Yeah, that's it really in terms of outside of the game. I think another one could be don't just have a team full of really aggressive attacking players. You need a balanced team. If you use the formations that I recommend, generally they're going to be quite balanced. For me, I'm pretty happy with how my team's set up right now. But I do think I'm going to look to sell Stanway and Xavi and try go to maybe a 4-4-2 or something like that. How much is this Bobby Charlton worth now? 900k. I might sell him and play 4-4-2 and get some pace out. I can put Mbappe straight in the team and he'll still do a job. That's part of the thing. How much should I pay? Not gone down as badly as I thought it would, to be fair. Anyway, that's the team. How to set it up. Hopefully that advice helps you. Appreciate you guys as always. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.